Deep in the heart of California, in the city of San Jose, lies a mansion unlike any other. Its name, the Winchester Mystery House. A sprawling labyrinth of staircases that lead to nowhere, doors that open into walls, and hallways that twist in baffling directions. But this mansion is more than just an architectural oddity. It's a place steeped in mystery, tragedy, and whispers of the supernatural. For over a century, the Winchester House has intrigued historians, ghost hunters, and thrill-seekers alike. But what lies behind the bizarre construction of this house, and why do so many believe it to be haunted? In today's journey, we'll uncover the strange tale of the Winchester building and the eerie paranormal phenomena that have sent chills down the spines of those who dare to enter. Chapter 1: The Origin of the Winchester Mystery House. The story of the Winchester Mansion begins not with its bricks and mortar, but with a gun that changed the course of history. In the mid-1800s, the Winchester repeating rifle, also known as the gun that won the West, became one of the most powerful weapons in American history. At the center of this empire was William Wirt Winchester, heir to the Winchester fortune. However, the Winchester family's story is marred by loss, tragedy, and death. And no one felt that pain more than William's wife, Sarah Winchester. In 1866, Sarah Winchester's world was shattered when her infant daughter died suddenly of a mysterious illness. Years later, she would lose her husband William to tuberculosis, leaving her not only grief-stricken, but also inheriting an immense fortune. With wealth came isolation, and soon after her husband's death, Sarah sought solace in the supernatural. Legend has it that Sarah believed she was cursed, haunted by the spirits of those killed by the Winchester rifle. According to folklore, a medium confirmed Sarah's worst fears. The spirits of those who had fallen to the rifle would forever haunt her unless she did one thing: build a house. And not just any house, a house that would confuse and trap the spirits seeking vengeance. This marked the beginning of a construction project unlike anything the world had seen before. Chapter 2: The Endless Construction. In 1884, Sarah Winchester purchased an unfinished farmhouse in San Jose, California, and thus began one of the most peculiar construction projects in history. For 38 years, Sarah hired teams of builders, working day and night without pause. The house continued to grow, 7 stories high at its peak, with an estimated 160 rooms, 2,000 doors, 10,000 windows, and more than 47 staircases. But it wasn't just the sheer size that was baffling. It was the oddity of its design. Why did Sarah design such a bizarre house? Some believed it was to confuse the spirits. Others thought it was simply a manifestation of her grief and guilt, her mind consumed by the trauma she endured. Yet the strangest part of all was that Sarah kept no architectural plans. The house was built in real time, changing as whims came to her. Rooms were constructed only to be torn down. Windows were placed in floors, and doors opened into walls. It was a chaotic, disorienting maze. But there was method in this madness. Many of the bizarre features, such as secret passages, hidden doors, and confusing staircases, were said to be deliberately designed to trap the restless spirits who haunted her. Was Sarah truly being pursued by ghosts, or was this just the unraveling of a tortured mind? Chapter 3: Ghostly Encounters and Paranormal Phenomena. Today, the Winchester Mystery House is renowned not only for its strange architecture, but for the paranormal phenomena that continue to baffle visitors and investigators alike. Since Sarah Winchester's death in 1922, the mansion has become a hotspot for ghost sightings, eerie occurrences, and unexplained phenomena. Tourists and employees have reported strange encounters that defy logic. Footsteps echoing through empty hallways, whispers in the dead of night, and the faint scent of roses, the flower Sarah was known to cherish, pervading certain rooms. One of the most common apparitions seen within the house is a shadowy figure believed to be one of the many laborers who worked tirelessly on the mansion during its construction. Interview 1. I was walking through one of the bedrooms when I felt a sudden chill. The temperature just dropped, and I swear I saw something out of the corner of my eye, a shadow, like someone was standing there, watching me. Interviewee 2. We were on a tour when we heard what sounded like a woman's voice. Soft, almost like she was humming. There was no one else around, just us. It was unsettling, to say the least. But the most famous ghost of all is said to be Sarah Winchester herself. Visitors have claimed to see her spirit wandering the halls, still trapped in her endless construction, still trying to outwit the ghosts of her past. Chapter 4: The Seance Room and the Spiritual Connection. One of the most mysterious rooms in the entire mansion is the Seance Room, a space said to have been used by Sarah Winchester herself to communicate with the spirits that haunted her. Hidden away in the depths of the house, it was here that Sarah sought guidance from beyond the grave. Every night, at midnight, Sarah would enter the Seance Room to receive instructions from the spirits on how to continue building the mansion. This room, with its secret exits and strange layout, is thought to have been the epicenter of Sarah's paranormal communication. But did Sarah really believe she could speak to the dead? Or was this another symptom of her psychological distress? Spiritualism was a widespread movement during Sarah Winchester's time. Many people believed in the possibility of contacting the dead through seances and mediums, and Sarah was no exception. Whether these seances were real or merely a reflection of her deep grief and isolation, the seance room remains a symbol of Sarah's desperate attempt to make peace with the spirits. Chapter 5: Theories and Speculation. The Winchester Mystery House has sparked endless debate among historians, psychologists, and paranormal investigators. Was Sarah Winchester truly haunted by spirits, or was she driven mad by her own grief and guilt? Some believe the constant construction was an act of atonement for the lives taken by the Winchester rifle. Others suggest that Sarah was simply obsessed with architecture and found solace in the endless building process. Some even speculate that the strange design of the house had less to do with the supernatural and more to do with Sarah's advanced understanding of the paranormal. By constructing a maze of confusion, she may have been attempting to harness energies and protect herself from harmful spirits. And then there's the theory of numbers. Many believe that Sarah incorporated significant numbers, like the number 13, into the mansion's design to ward off evil spirits. From 13 windows in a room to 13 steps on a staircase, numerology seemed to play a key role in the mansion's layout. Was this mere coincidence, or a deliberate effort to appease the supernatural? Chapter 6: The Winchester Mystery House, today. Despite Sarah Winchester's death in 1922, the mansion continues to stand as an enigmatic monument to her life, her grief, and perhaps her fears. The Winchester Mystery House is now a historical landmark, attracting thousands of visitors each year. Some come to admire its architectural oddities, while others seek to connect with the supernatural. But one thing is clear: the house continues to baffle and intrigue all who enter. Visitor 1. I've been fascinated by this house for years. Walking through it is like stepping into a puzzle that you'll never fully solve. There's just something eerie about the place, like you can feel the history in the air. Ghost Hunter. We've investigated numerous haunted locations, but the Winchester Mansion is one of the most active. We've captured EVPs, seen shadows moving in the halls, and had multiple reports of strange sensations. There's something here, something unexplainable. Whether or not you believe in ghosts, the Winchester Mystery House continues to hold its secrets tight. The mansion, with its bizarre design and unsettling atmosphere, serves as a reminder of one woman's battle with grief, guilt, and the unknown. And as long as the house stands, its mysteries, and the spirits that may dwell within, will continue to captivate and haunt us all. The story of the Winchester Mystery House is one that straddles the line between reality and the supernatural. Was it the result of a curse, the manifestation of a troubled mind, or something more? In the end, we may never know. But one thing is certain: the legacy of Sarah Winchester and her mansion of endless doors and unanswered questions will continue to endure. What do you think? Is the Winchester house haunted, or simply a mystery of human creation? Let us know in the comments below.